this. So it's carving out all of this space. And so what ends up happening is rocks get pushed to the side and they also get pushed down. And so what happens is over time, as the ice will start melting, all of that rock that was originally embedded essentially in the ice melts out. And so that's what all of this is. So a long time ago, it was actually all ice, but then it started to melt. And so this is all surface moraine. So I'm sure you guys can see spots where the ice is showing through. So all of the surface moraine, it varies between a couple inches to a couple of feet deep. And the different colors are actually different layers in the mountain. So that's just different types of rock. Yeah, and so the side, so this all that we're actually hiking on is technically lateral moraine. Originally the glacier was a lot higher and this was all considered lateral moraine. And then like I said, all of the stuff that we see down here is terminal moraine. And then if you can see on the root glacier, there's kind of a strip running in between the two pieces of white ice. That's called medial moraine. Yeah.
The black part is the medial.
So technically, this darkest strip, that's kind of the medial between the Kennecott and the root glacier.
It's like the lateral moraine of the Kennecott. Okay.
So it's kind of like the dividing line. But then the medial moraine is this kind of bigger tannish color that splits the ice on this side of Donahoe.
So underneath all this moraine is still hundreds and hundreds of feet of ice.
Yeah.
So what you guys were pointing out there with that little tunnel, that is an ice cave just under about an inch of moraine. It's still all ice there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So every
walk on that?
yeah, you technically you could. No, it's not like quicksand because when we get out onto the glacier, we're gonna get close to the medial moraine, so you can see it up close. But it's like one layer of rocks and then all ice.
So it's pretty slippery, but you can walk on it.
Yeah, it's not fun to walk on, as you can imagine. So the ice, you have your crampons on, so that's like, those things are meant to go together. Yeah. Great. With the moraine, you can do crampons, you can do boots. Neither one is really perfect, but they're both doable. But whereas on ice, you could go down steep hills, right? Because you have those crampons holding you in. You can't quite do the same thing on these steep parts of the moraine because the ice isn't exactly holding you in since those rocks are blocking it, but the rocks aren't exactly sturdy. So no one traveling on the moraine is not very common.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.